Good morning, Naja. How are you? You're muted.
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing great. Did I say it right, Naja?
Yes.
I got to turn up my volume here. You staying warm today?
I am. I got heater right in front of me.
I'm probably going to have to turn mine on the next couple of days, right?
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Yeah, it doesn't sound real good Thursday and Friday.
Exactly. But there's always inside. So
That's right. As a matter of fact, I may not even come to the office. I may just stay home and work from home.
I don't see why not, you know.
That's
It's
one of the
safe.
nice things about being a business owner. I can make those decisions, right?
Right. That's right.
So we're just kind of hanging loose here a couple minutes until the others come on board. Let me go check you in real quick. You were with us on the last call, weren't you, Naja?
I believe so.
Okay. Oh, we got some more folks coming in here. Let me get them checked in too. Welcome, everybody. We'll get started here in just a moment. Hey, Donald, I just noticed when I was checking you in that it indicated maybe you have a password problem trying to log into your account. Do you want me to send you a password reset? Donald, did you hear that question I had for you?
Hello?
Yes. Did you hear my question to you, Donald?
Go ahead with the question.
I
I missed it.
When I was checking you into the event today, it looks like maybe you have a problem with your password and maybe need a password reset in order to log in.
Okay.
You want me to resend that?
Let's see. Yes, sir.
Okay. It's coming to your Yahoo email account then for you. Well, thanks for coming today. Dave, let me get you checked in here. We'll get moving here. One of these days, Dave, we're going to have to get together so I can give you your goodies from becoming a member.
Well, I saw you briefly at Wrongly Grown, but you're pretty busy on that one.
Yeah, well, I didn't plan ahead for that one. I didn't have them with me anyhow, so we'll get it. We'll get it.
Don't worry. Life is simple, Tim, and you know what? I'm surviving without it.
Yep. Well, that's good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. This is only the second one of these events. that I've done with this particular topic on the group websites. A couple of you are actual paid members, a couple of you are not. And what we're going to do today is we're going to go over the free version of the website that you get when you become a member. And then we're going to go take a look at the premium tools. So the goal today is to just show you around what the investor website looks like as a member, and your free site that you get as a member, and then the premium upgrade. So let me go ahead and share screen here. Before we get started, does anybody have a question about anything we're going to cover today or about your website? Okay.
You know what, Tim? Let me see. I don't know any of these people on here.
That's
I
okay.
really haven't updated mine yet, but I do have one question for you.
Okay.
Do you use Google Ads at all?
I'm not currently.
Have you in the past?
Years ago.
Okay, that's my only question. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. There's pros and cons to using those paid ads. The thing I would caution you on, you got to learn what you're doing, because otherwise you can spend a whole lot of money and it can get out of control real fast if you don't set it up properly.
And I don't know the first thing about it.
So
Pro.
what I like to do is organic search engine optimization, and which doesn't cost anything other than the time, or if you pay somebody to set up your website for SEO purposes, it can get expensive if you don't do it right. But it's really a good way to go. And of course, the cost gets cheaper over time because, you know, you've paid for it once, you got the work done, and every time you do a deal with it, then that means your dollars invested are less and less. So anyhow, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to start at the beginning here. This is the home page of the group, the West DFW REI group. And, you know, as a viewer, as a visitor to the group, you can come in here and see a whole lot of things. You can see property listings that members of the group have. And, you know, one of the cool benefits for you is when you become a member and you set up your free site. And what I'm talking about is, this is my site that comes with the group. Okay. You can come in here and customize it to fit your business. But when I go post a property on my website, such as this one right here, okay, it automatically comes up here and displays on the group's property listings page. So this is a really cool feature for you, because we're going to help you sell your houses when you post it on your group site. So your free site, it's going to come up here, and all the public as well as all the members will get to see it. Members will receive an email notice about properties that are available. Okay, so this is a really cool feature, and you should really be excited about this particular benefit as a member. So you can not only sell your properties here, but you can come looking for your next deal here. So if other investors in the group have a wholesale deal, fixer upper, or whatever it is, multifamily, whatever it is, it'll show up right here. And maybe that's where you're going to go find your next deal. The next thing is the calendar of events. Anybody can come in here and see what events are coming up. Here's where we are today. Here's this coming Saturday's event. There's our members only mastermind call, and then our lunch and learn. Right now, this is a virtual event. I'm hoping to go back to a physical event. This Saturday's event will be virtual because I did have COVID a couple weeks ago. Wasn't sure where we were going to be at this point in time, so I made this a virtual event. Okay, so you're going to see another event show up in here, probably a training event on real flow, how to use real flow. So that's what this calendar is for. You can click on any of these with being a member. You'll be able to click on any of these, such as coming back here. I'll just show you about last month as a member, and in some cases, a free user of the group. You can click on these events and go to the very bottom, and you will see any documents that we uploaded for that event. You will see the video for that event, and you will see the audio files for that event. So if you're a member, you'll have access to all this stuff. Some of these events you don't get access to. If you're a free user, you don't get access to some of these because they are members only events. So, and for example, right here, this particular document tells you it's a members only document. This one tells you it's a members only document, whereas these others, they don't tell you that. So anybody can access those. Okay. So that's a little bit about the calendar. Any questions on the calendar? Okay. So anybody can come in and see all these different things here, the code of conduct, how to join our email list, which you all are on at this point. Resources, you've got a ton of blog posts in here. These are good educational blogs that if you're brand new in the business, go check them out. Same thing with the real estate articles. Okay. If you're looking to purchase educational material, here's some products that we have available through our store, as well as some used educational material that I have for sale, dirt cheap. That's where you'll find it right there. And then this is a very helpful, these two buttons right here are very helpful to any visitors that or any new investors. They're all local resources, links to various resources you can use. Here's some COVID update info, but then you come down here and you've got all kinds of different links to different things that will help you in your business. Tax sites, appraisal districts, foreclosure properties, tools, lead list, educational material. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff in here that will help you in your business. Okay, we got somebody else checking in here. Welcome to everyone here on the call. So moving on here, group sponsors. So if you're looking for trustworthy sponsors, companies that you can go do business with, here's all the sponsors in the group: August REI, Bearcat Capital, Kimball Property Management. By the way, Kimball Property Management will be teaching this Saturday on property management. Longhorn Investments, Hard Money. Odell Roofing is our roofing contractor. Real Estate IQ is our lead list source. Service First Mortgage is our conventional lending and investment type lending sources. And then Simplified Title is our title company of choice. So you can come in here, watch little short videos about all them, and then their contact information you'll see on the right-hand side here. So you'll see there's a lot of good information there. So what most of you are here for, what we're here for, is to talk about the inside of the members area. So your website area. So when you log into your group area, into your members area, and again, this is for the paid members. So those of you that are not members today, you'll get to see a little bit of the inside of this thing and what all you're getting. So you're going to log in and you're going to click on my dashboard. And my dashboard is going to show you the information about your particular profile. Okay. And that's what it's going to, what we're here to talk about today. So we can go in and help you get it set up, and then we'll get into the premiums tool side. So when you click that My Dashboard, if you've already got it set up, then you can put a picture in here. You can change your profile picture and edit your account information. Right in the center here, it's showing you the date and the name of the training event that you're in. By the way, I didn't point this out to you, but right here in the top left corner, it's showing you the next class, which is what we're in right now, right? Okay, so it's showing you, it's guiding you through and showing you where this information is at. And then for all of the members and the users, the company that built this software, they do these property analyzer tools demo webinars once a month. And you'll see the next one is coming up on 7 February and 8 March. You can easily click on here and go subscribe to those tools now, or those webinars. They're going to go into things a little bit different than I do. He built the tool. Mike Jack is the one that does the presentation. He built the tool, so he knows that thing inside and out. We're going to talk a little bit about how I use it and try and answer some of your questions and what I see as benefits in it. Over here on the right side, you're going to see the market data. So one of our members, Lisa Walker, is a realtor, and she comes in here and she updates the data. This is for Tarrant County. Unfortunately, we only have access to one county in here, but you can come in here and see what's going on with the market, the median price sales and stuff, and just get a feel for what's happening in today's market. Then when you come over here, you're going to see a managed website, my properties, buyers leads, seller leads, and report downloads. And when you come down here, you got some more information that you can fill out. Okay. So if you have not already set up your website included with your membership, this is where you need to go to do this. You're going to start right here, manage website. Okay. And you can come in here and click on and edit all this stuff. Now, I have the premium upgrade, so it says premium. Here's your username assigned when the site was set up. And here's the domain that I chose. And this is what it looks like. This is where I'm at right here. Okay. But over here, yeah. So there's my domain that I've chosen, but you can actually do this without going and purchasing a domain. And this would be what the site looks like. Now that's kind of ugly, but you can still link that and you can still market and promote it without having the nice pretty link. Okay. Once you do go get a domain, then you come in here and you watch this video right here, and it'll show you how to connect your domain to this link for your free site. Okay. In this case, the premium site, but the same thing applies. You can use a domain or not with the link that we provide you for your site. Now there's several different themes. You can go in and change the theme. I mean, what it looks like. This is one theme. There's a bunch of different themes in here that you can go in and choose and edit and make it your own. Okay. I happen to have the New Vision black theme, and I have this tagline right here that I have put on my site. You can do that same thing. You need to go in and edit all this contact information, the email address you're using, and so forth. So you just come down here and you click edit, and you can edit all that information. Okay. Anybody have any questions on anything we've covered so far? unmute yourself and ask your question. Okay, so moving on here. We have, whoops, sorry about that. All right, so then, is everybody hearing me okay? Somebody jump on it and tell me. You're awfully quiet. Anybody there? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. All right, so then you have tabs going across here to go in and make edits. So this is where you're going to go in and edit your information on your site. Here's where you can change the theme. Here's where you can change the address, phone numbers, all that stuff, okay? And then you want to save the settings. But you have all these different tabs up here. By the way, none of this takes any programming. You can come in here and edit all this stuff without any programming knowledge. You just click on the various fields and edit the content and then save it. That's the big thing, is make sure you save it. You have special reports. You can add your own special reports. Now, this is a premium feature. If you upgrade to premium, you can add your own special reports. You can do autoresponders, so you can come in here and build your own autoresponder series to the website. You can come in here and post blogs on your website. And then you have an image gallery and a file gallery, and there's a whole bunch of help files and videos in here, okay? Okay, so there's a lot of info in here that you can come in and edit and make it your own. What I want to encourage you to do, though, is take action and go activate your website. If you're a member, in the second email you received from the group, it gives you activation instructions on how to go activate your site. It doesn't do you any good to pay for this membership benefit and then not activate it. It can't help you with buying or selling if you don't go activate the site. If you need help, reach out to us in the office and we'll be happy to help you wherever we can. All you have to do is click the contact us button up here in the top right corner of the group page and send us an email. Okay. Don't just ignore this. A lot of people say, I'll do it later, and then months later it's still not done. Okay, so then we'll move on down here. If there's no questions about the activation of the site, just chime in and let me know if you have anything. Then come down here to my properties. Okay, now my properties is going to be a list of the properties that you have. That's where you go post properties. We seem to be moving a little bit slow here. Okay. I don't know if it's my internet speed or what, but normally I don't have this problem. Okay, let me see if I can refresh this page here. I hope I'm not losing anybody in the process of doing that. All right. Well. All right, do I still have you on the line here? Is it, you can still hear me okay? Okay, all right, so let me try and go back in and share my screen one more time here and see if we can't do this again and get past that problem. Welcome, James.
Hey, how are you?
Good,
Doing good.
good. Okay, so let me try coming in another way. So over here, presuming you've already logged in, you can come to my account again, and then my website where you can edit. You can go to my properties. I'll try that again and see if it works okay this time. Okay, so it took me right there. Okay, so the my properties area is where you're going to add and edit properties. There's your add button. Very simple process to go in and add a property to your website so that it shows up on your website included with your group membership. And that's where it goes, okay? Once it's on there, like I said, it shows up under this property list here on the group page. So that's what the My Properties does. I wanted to show you the seller leads. So if you had buyers, you can build a buyers list on here too. That's why you need to activate the site so that you can start promoting buyers signing up. But also, this is where your sellers are going to go. So when they come in here to say, sell your house today, when they fill out this form, it goes into your back office area and it comes in here to your website leads. Okay. And then when you have that, then you just come in here and click on this and you're able to come through and start working on this lead. And of course, now I'm talking about a premium feature. So I'm just going to back out of this for a second. We'll come back to this in just a second when I start talking more about premium features. The other thing I want to show you is down here under frequently asked questions, there's a lot of FAQs here that may answer some of your questions. I would encourage you to come in here and also you can reach out to us if you have questions about support. But if it's a technical question about website function, things like that, I won't be able to help you. I'll give you a number that will take you to the actual technical website folks. But you'll see, as a matter of fact, it's right there. Right there. Okay. That's the number you're going to call if you actually, if something is wrong with your website. Okay. But there's a lot of help right here. So keep that in mind. That's under the FAQs. And then my downloads. This is a big one for all paid members. This is an area that you don't get access to as a free user or a visitor, but paid members have a My Download section. And the first thing I'll show you is that these first three here are included by the company, by the investor that built this system. He's a very big investor out in Minneapolis, and he's done some very good training audio here and a subject to audio. Of course, you may or may not know, I love subject to, and I teach that class and will be again this spring sometime. But this is good training for you to get you up to speed on those strategies. The My Download section is stuff that I provide you as a paid member of the group. These are things that I think will help you getting started in this business. So you have all kinds of different disclosures and contracts that are very important to you. One of the biggest things for new investors is my free report that I update every year, or usually every year, on 89 ways to find wholesale deals. And it's just an idea thing. It's a tickler, so to speak, giving you ideas on how different ways for you to locate deals. It's not a step-by-step in each case how to do it, but it's some ideas to get you thinking about ways that you can generate leads. So that's a very important one for most new investors. And then you can see here, there's all kinds of stuff in here. And if you haven't already been in here, you need to go look and see what's there and start utilizing that My Download section. Coming down here, the next one is the members directory. For, again, paid members, you get to have access to everybody in here through email. All the members of the group, you can come in here. It's just like a built-in buyers list from the very beginning of joining the group. If you have no buyers, you got a whole list of them now. Past meeting files, again, members only, but you can see right here, based on the type of meeting, our Saturday meetings are our main monthly meetings. And then we do focus groups and workshops is most common. So you got to change that category there, but you can see that we have audio, video, and documents, and our content here is saved for 180 days in the past. So you have the past 6 months to access all this content of past classes. Notice down here that the content's been archived. If you happen to see a topic that you want access to, the pros and cons of taking a deed subject to, you can't get to it right now because it's archived. But what you can do is go back up to that Contact Us button up here and tell me when you will be available to download it, and I will download that content, or I will not download it, I will give you access for 24 hours to go access that content. Again, this is huge for new members of the group because you can go back to April 2019. There's a lot of content here, guys, that you can access going back to 2019 on all these different classes that we've covered over the last couple of years. So anyhow, that's that. And then past meeting video. I haven't been keeping this up to speed very well because I've just run out of hours in a day and I don't have an assistant right now. So I was trying to make this easier to reach all this past video for you. But you can go in there and click on these links and go download all that stuff. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you as far as the website and stuff, as far as free members versus paid members. Now I want to talk about premium. Before I get into that, any questions about any of the website access? How do you find something? Where do you go? Things you might like to have added, so forth. Anything at all? Speak now. Nobody? Okay. Premium features. So, the website is very powerful as far as having access 24/7. There's very few REI clubs in the country that have this kind of access where you have all this content. Meetup didn't offer that to anybody. So I wanted to be able to share this content with people for past meetings. I mean, new investors, you may have a photographic memory and hear it once, see it once, and remember it forever, but most people don't. So having online access 24/7 was a big thing for me. And that's why you see this package that you have as a member. But then you have premium features that you can upgrade to. And that's where I wanted to take us next so that you can see what all you get for that. So in the premium features, you have repair estimation tools, you have training videos, you have a seller net sheet, you have a co-marketing agreement that's built in digitally in here. So in just a second about that, many people wholesalers out there today will call up a buddy and say, hey, I got a house for sale, you got any buyers? And they make an agreement to go work together with no kind of legal documentation. In other words, a contract or an option that makes it legal for them to go work together. That happens every day. That doesn't mean it's right. What the co-marketing agreement does, it allows any one of us in the group to co-market with other group members if you're if you have the premium features. So if you upgrade to premium, you can go request to co-market any of the non-premium members to work together and try and it does two things. One, it makes you legal to go market and promote to sell somebody else's property, but it also helps you build your buyers list utilizing this co-marketing agreement. So very, very powerful. It's a single page. It's digitally signed. I could send you a request to co-market your property. You respond and digitally. And once that happens, then your property will get displayed on my group website. Okay, it'll show up over here under my property listings. So now when I'm promoting my list, my website, people can potentially see your house and we can hopefully sell your house faster. That's what it's all about. If you have questions on that, please reach out to me and let me know so I can try and help you on that. Very, very powerful capability. But let's jump into the premium features so you can see a little bit more about it. So repair estimates. So the one thing that I'm about to show you is these tools are all integrated. When you join as a premium member, and remember, this is what remember I told you right here, when you go to my dashboard, this webinar, these two webinars right here are going to get you more detail about what all of these tools are. We can't possibly cover it all today, plus what we've already covered. So these two webinars right here, you can click and register and learn more about it. And there's a promo code that you can utilize that will give you a discount on the setup fee. But it's really peanuts. What you're going to see here today with these tools, you know, it's only a $29 a month cost investment in your business to have access to all these tools that I'm about to show you. Okay, so back here to those premium features again, and you can get here. They show up right here also when you come down here to your seller leads. It's still going to take you to this same spot right here. So you're going to see my dashboard, property leads, and then you've got property leads, buyer leads, and special report leads. So these are buyers and sellers that have requested a free report from your system. That's what that is. So you're able to go in here and do a follow-up with those people. Buyer leads, you know, you can build a buyer's list. I use a different system for that, but you can use this tool to build your buyer's list and capture all those names. What I want to show you here is what you get for those premium tools and how cool it is. So you can add a property here. You got a repair estimate worksheet here, and then you have, and the system seems to be working pretty slow, so I'm not quite sure. Okay. So this is what the repair estimate worksheet looks like. You can come in this way and select a property here. So you got a couple different ways of getting into it, and you can go in and evaluate a property starting this way. I start back here at my dashboard. I already have a lead in here. And here's another way to get in, seller leads. So they've made it, pretty easy to get around in here. And then you can go in here and edit, look at and edit the default rehab cost. So if you have a roofer that gives you a set price, if you have a tile and floor guy that gives you a set price, a plumber, an electrician, all that stuff is going to, you can edit them right there. Okay. Now, this is a deal I was recently working on. And
Tim,
what you
when
do
was
is,
when was the last time that default list was updated?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea. That would be a good question to participate in the pros webinar, premium features demo webinar they do, and ask that question. I don't know. I don't know if it's, monthly as the system's updated or annually or what. But I would tell you that you should always be working on updating your rehab estimate. I have some numbers that I can share with you on numbers that I've got from local contractors. You will see considerable difference from what we do versus what's done in Houston versus California, Alaska, all over the place. They're all very, very different. And of course, building relationships with contractors is where you're going to get the best deals.
Okay. Yeah, I would appreciate your updated list if you could send it.
Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to, as your property comes into the system, it's going to capture all this information, and you're going to come in and you're going to edit that info as needed. And, you start off with comps. So you're going to go through here and you're going to manually put in addresses that you find for comps. And then you're going to put in the pricing over here for those on the sold prices. When you do that, then you come over here and you click this update ARV Mayo, and it's going to show you what that number is. And then you have the ability, let's say that, none of those houses that are included here, none of them were updated to the quality that you rehab. So you might say, no, that 313 is not right. I'm going to go in and I'm going to bump that 10%. And then you come down here and click this update ARV button again, and it automatically adjusts that. Okay. So pretty cool feature to have. Same thing if there's something negative about this house, such as say no garage, then you go in there and say negative 10% and it deducts it. Okay. So that's really important and very, very helpful. Then you can come down here and you can see that you have all this other information. If any of this information needs to be edited and stuff, then you click the edit button. Once that's all done, you're going to come up here and you're going to click on repairs. Keep in mind, this is all tying in all this information so that you're putting it into the system one time. In most cases, I don't know, I don't recall if there's anything that's duplicated or not, but it's minimizing the amount of input that you have to put into the system because it captures it from other places where you've put it in. So when you get to the repair estimate, now again, if you've upgraded to the premium feature, premium version, then you can do this all while you're on your phone. You can't see that very well. You can do this, pull this website and this tool up on your phone as you're walking through the house, and you can say, needs a roof, it needs 11 windows, it needs 3 doors, patio door, it needs check, it needs paint, siding, small driveway, things like that. And then you hit the update button, and that it totals that all up. Okay. Over here, you got the garage. In this case, this house had no garage. So you see, I have no expense there. Then you come to the interior, and again, you check off what's needed. You select the numbers where appropriate, and you just, in these numbers, by the way, you can override these numbers. These are based off the defaults in the system, but if you want to change this number, if you do a high-end kitchen remodel, then 8,000 may not be enough. You choose 10, and then you come down here and click that update button, and it changes the number down here. Then you also have a notes capability here. So you can go in here, and as you're walking through, oh, I got drywall repairs. You notice that this is a very high level categories here, but you're walking through the house, you want to make notes so you don't forget. Well, you got a sewer line that's got to be replaced, got extensive trash out, popcorn ceilings, baseboards, redesign the master shower, inspect the fireplace, all that stuff, and you hit save. So you don't forget, because there's no place to put those kind of notes in here. So you're making sure you put it in there. And if you know what those prices are going to be for those things, then when you hit update, it totals up those prices. So then down here at the bottom, it shows you that you got $102,000 rehab. Okay. Major rehab on this house. Any questions about these tools so far and how they all work together, or the data input, or anything at all? Any questions at all? Man, awfully quiet out there.
Yeah, Tim, these are based on the numbers that what's his name provided. You haven't gone in and adjusted these, have you?
I've adjusted quite a few of them.
Yeah, but only for yours, not for what everybody else sees, right?
Oh, you can't, there's no way to do that.
Okay.
When you edit back there at the beginning where I showed you, let's see here. Yeah, right here. When you go in here, when you edit those, it's for you only.
Okay.
So what they're providing you is a national number and a state number, and then you have to edit, what you, if you have a number, you can make those edits yourself there. Okay, anything else? Makes sense?
It does. Yeah, I was just wondering if you had published a list
That
or.
was in seller leads, right?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, right there. So you have your repair estimate worksheet. Again, you don't, most of the time, I don't go directly to these things because I'm working on a property, and you're going to get access to all those things as you're going through this process. So I was back on the repair estimates. So once I've been through the repair estimate, notice here that you can go back to your default cost here if you wanted to. I don't normally do that. I can go to the print your scope of work. This is a very helpful tool right here because now it breaks it down. That repair estimate you just looked at, now it breaks it down into a nice list that you can see and you can show your seller exactly what you're looking at in the rehab and how it totals up. Okay, there's my total there, 102,000. But they can see all the things. You know, in this particular case, this owner knew exactly how bad this house was. So the 100,000 didn't surprise her in the least. Then another cool feature is you can print a blank. So when you print that blank, it's got all these things that you say need to be done, but there's no numbers to it. So now you can go in and give, if you've got 3 contractors walking that house for you to give you estimates, you've given them all the same requirement. You just haven't given them the numbers that you have in mind. And so that you can see how competitive those bids are going to be between each other. Is that cool or what? Any questions on that? Okay. So then we got to go back to the property details, and we're going to go to the seller's net sheet. This one, a seller net sheet is something that's fairly new to me. I have not been using a net sheet in the past. I know a lot of realtors do it. I'm not a realtor, but this is a very handy tool once you learn how to use it as part of your strategy to show a seller what they could get out of the house. Because you're going to show them market value. You're going to show them what their asking price is. The default here is 90 days. But I put in 120 because of the extensive rehab on it. And notice over here that you can print the net sheet. You can also email it. And you can also go back and edit the property information as well. But then as you're going down through this net sheet, you can show them the taxes, all the monthly expenses. You can put all this stuff in here. This is for you as well as for the seller. If there was a mortgage, here's a mortgage calculator. Going on down here, and then you're going to show them the cost to sell. Okay, so Realtors Commissions typically 6%. In this scenario, the default is set at the average offer being 97%, but you and I both know in today's market, most of the offers are 100% or higher, not all, but that's up to you. You can change this and click the update button to make it read what you want it to say. Notice that it totals up the closing costs based on a 2 to 3% average. And then it shows you the holding cost. If it were a pre-foreclosure, you would have put in the arrearages there. And then if it was in default for any of these things, like this is $6,900 in property taxes, then it gives you all that and totals it all up, shows you the rehab cost. It shows you, it gives you the ability to add any additional cost that you may come across. Like I always stage, so staging is a cost. So you add that in there. By the way, that you got to be careful with this. Something I learned, you can't just put something in here and leave this blank. It expects a number in here. It doesn't accept 10. It doesn't accept blank. So you have to leave it like this. It's very fussy about the data input. You got a name and an amount right there. Okay, just something I learned this week. And then total selling expense. So it summarizes it all here at the end. And then you can update any changes. Notice the net proceeds to the seller. And this is if they did that $100,000 rehab themselves, which means that they could have saved some money, then they would have made this amount at closing. If they would have went through the typical selling, rehabbing it themselves and selling it through a realtor, okay? Then over here, you're going to go to the offer generator. Now, this is the coolest part, I think, when you are trying to make offers. Many times people are trying to think about what kind of offer you make. And if you're new in the business, you want to think about being able to make multiple offers on a house, vice just one offer. People like choices, and one offer may not fit their needs, whereas another may. So this offer generator spits out 8 different potential offers based on your data input. For example, notice here it says the property is free and clear, so there is no mortgage to take over subject to. So it's not highlighted in yellow, meaning there's no offer there for it. You got to have a mortgage in order to be a subject to deal. So the yellow indicates it's a good offer. And in this case, 109,000 is what the system is indicating. Short-term financing is another offer. Long-term financing is another offer. And these are based on the terms that it's putting in here for you. Now you can go in and change those terms yourself and change this offer. These are just proposed ideas for you to present to the seller. Now, notice that these are not highlighted yellow. Notice these are not highlighted yellow. You know, there's no mortgage, so it's not in default, so it couldn't be a short sale, right? Okay. Then you have the option of creating a custom offer if you'd like to. Well, let's just say I'm going to go give them a cash offer and an owner finance offer. So that's those 3 offers right there. Okay. You come up here and you say save and generate letter of intent. And it spits out this nice formatted letter, and it gives you the ability to edit all sections of this letter. Okay. You can come in here and edit any of it. And I highly recommend that you do. Remember, this is only a suggestion. It's a templated response for you based on the input that you did during the setup process in the property details, the rehab details. This is the output of what you did. But come in here and edit this. Make it read like you talk, okay? It doesn't include everything. For example, this offer letter doesn't say anything about we pay all your closing costs. Well, I offer that on every single deal, okay? So you have to make sure that you come in here and edit these letters. I also like to bold and underline the price, and especially the price that I want them to take. Like if I really wanted the cash offer, I would bold and underline that. Okay. If I really wanted the owner finance offer, I would do that same thing there. So again, edit these to make them yours. Make sure all the contact information at the bottom is correct. And it should be if you input it into the system correctly. And then you can go, when you're all done, then you can go up and print this. You can create the letter of intent. It spits it out in a PDF file, and notice that you can include the scope of work with it, which I recommend and I like to do so that the sellers can see the things that you're saying need to be done to the house. So that pretty much wraps up the quick overview today of the website, for the free website as well as the premium. In the future, what I want to do is I want to start taking deals. I want to take your deals and put them in here live and walk through the process and figure out just what needs to be done and stuff in here for you so that you can understand it. Are there any questions about anything that we covered?
No. Thanks, Tim. I have to run.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir,
it.
Dave. Take care. Good to see you.
I have a question, Tim.
Okay.
You talked about the features of the membership. What is the cost of the premium versus the standard membership?
It's so the website is included when you become a member of the group. Okay. I don't remember, Nigel. Are you a member now or?
I'm not a paid member yet.
Okay, that's the key, is paid. Okay, whether it's a monthly or whether it's annually or online only, the website is included. So all that access to all the training 24/7, all the contracts, all the disclosures, the reports, the website that I just showed you, that's all included as a paid member. Then if you upgrade to the analysis tools, the premium features, which was the repair analysis, the deal analysis, the offer generator, the co-marketing agreement, and the additional features to the webpage, because you get the blogging capability and autoresponders as part of that premium package, that is $29 a month. Pretty darn cheap for the tools that you're getting. Now, it doesn't do any good being cheap or not. It doesn't do any good if you're not using them, right? So, but I always encourage everybody, jump in with both feet and start using the tools. Start, using all the education. If you're new in the group, what a great way to get a quick start, because you have access 24/7 to all of that training material. And we record video and audio on everything. There's only one exception that I don't have the ability to repost it. And that is when we have somebody else speaking in the group and they control the video. I don't always get access to that recording to post it on the site. But all of our meetings, all of our Saturday meetings, and most of the weekday meetings like this, I had the video and I record it all and I upload all that to the group site, so you can go back and play it whenever you have time. Any questions? That make sense? Okay. What else? Anything else at all from anybody? Questions about it? Do you like what you saw? I mean, there's so many different tools out there today that you can be using. The nice thing about this is it all ties in together as a package, and it's all done for you. Yeah, yes, you could go out and build fancier websites, but you got to go build them. You can buy fancier websites, but you won't find any that are going to be free. I mean, you get a website free is included in the membership, and the monthly membership is $18 a month, whereas if you become an annual member, that equates to $12.50 a month. And then we run specials that make it even lower than that from time to time. So with the annual membership, the only thing different in annual versus monthly is that you get a group t-shirt. So it says "We Buy Houses" on it, and it's part of the group. And you get the Ron LeGrand book that one of his bestsellers, How to Be a Quick Turn Real Estate Millionaire, and one of his CDs. Those are bonuses for becoming a annual member, and it saves you money. I mean, You spend more than $12.50 a month at Starbucks, right?
Hey, Tim, where do I go find the autoresponders?
It's in you go into edit website, go
Okay.
into your, well, here, let me just walk you through that again. Okay, so if you go to my dashboard,
Okay.
and that, can you see the site now?
Yep.
Okay, and then manage website,
Okay, I'm there.
and then I think it's right here. Yeah, right there.
How'd you get to the, where'd you go to get to that thing? Go back one. I missed that step.
So in your dashboard,
Yep.
come to
I'm there.
manage website. And then go edit or website editor
Okay,
right there.
got it. Okay, I see him.
And then there's your autoresponders and blogs.
Okay, got it.
Okay. This is also, let's see, where's the themes? Yeah, there's a lot of things in here you can do. I forget where the themes is at. Somewhere in here you can change the theme.
Right
Oh,
there.
here, right
Here's
here.
his new vision.
So you can come in here, you notice all those different templates. All you have to do is click on one of them and, you know, see. And then you can preview it without making it active.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I think I'm going to keep that. So then you have to come down to the bottom and save settings. And now my website, when I refresh it, yeah, it takes a second to refresh it, but when it refreshes, it will be that new format that looks like this. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I like it.
And, you know, a lot of this stuff can all be edited. I mean, you can edit your tagline up here. Matter of fact, I'll do that because I see it says TMC Property Solutions there and here. So I'll change that, but you see you have a buyer's page. Oh, that hasn't updated. Okay, I'm gonna have to go look at that again. Okay, so one other thing real quick, if you have not activated your site yet, then when you come into, when you sign in to your area, I think there's going to be a button there to activate your website. So if you're a brand new member, when you go to log in, you're probably going to see that button there that says activate your website. I recommend you go do that. It's a simple process. There's help videos along the way. It's not hard. It probably takes 8 to 10 minutes max to get it set up. And then you can go back and edit it and customize it to what you want it to say. You can go back and try those different themes, see how they look, hit the preview button and see how they look, see if you like them. But play with it a little bit and make it yours. It's a powerful system when it's all set up, and it can't help you if you don't go activate it. Okay, so what else? Marquia, you've been awfully quiet today. Nobody else, huh? The other thing I like to do on these calls is network. So, a lot of people don't like to allow you to chat on Zoom. I'm happy to let you chat and put in your email, phone number, name, and what you're buying, what market you're in, and so forth. If you want to do that, feel free. I'll leave the call on for a couple more minutes. You can go in. Actually, if you want to go ahead and do an intro of yourself to everybody on the call and then put your info in the chat box, I'm happy to do that so everybody can see it and share it. So if anybody want to do that, James, you usually like to share.
Off mute. What do you want me to share? I'm sorry.
Just name, email, phone number, and I mean you can say it and then put it all in the chat. Who you are, what
Yeah,
you
my
do.
name's Jim Connor. I'm here in North Fort Worth. I'm looking for single family homes or probably either a 1 to 4, apartment complex. I can be reached at J. Connor JD Wise Investments, and I'll put all that information in my phone numbers. It'll be in the chat as well. I can do that. Grab all that real quick.
Yep. So just for the new folks, I'll go next, and you can see what James and I are looking for. So my name's Tim Cook. I'm a full-time investor. I've been in the business 21 years this year. I have an office in Weatherford, and I do a little bit of everything with single family homes, 1 to 4 family, small apartments, that kind of stuff. So I'm not a huge wholesaler, but I do wholesaling occasionally. I like subject to deals, buying them subject to, and used to sell a lot on wrap mortgages. The laws are changing. And I just had another meeting yesterday with Martin Garcia about those laws, and we're going to be talking about that in the future. It's going to be a little harder to do a high volume of owner finance. But I love those kind of deals. I like rehabs. So if you have deals I'm looking for Tarrant County, Parker County, Hood, and Johnson primarily. I'll go anywhere where there's a big enough deal, but those are where I like to market at. But I like rehabs. I don't care about the amount of the rehab. As you saw, the one I just posted was $100,000 rehab. I love doing the rehab business. It is harder today with material costs and contractors and stuff, but I still love it. So if you have anything like that, you're welcome to send it to me. Please add me to the buyers list. I will put all my information in the chat too. And you can add my email to your buyers list, and I will also add you to my buyers list as well. For many of you new investors, a lot of people say, I'm new, I can't buy yet. Well, I would say still join every buyer's list you can find, because you're going to get out of that new category eventually, but also you may see a deal that maybe one of your buyers are looking for. And you can see how we market and the deals and where they're at and so forth. So there's a lot to be learned by getting on somebody's buyer's list. My best phone number and email will be in the chat, and I hope to hear from you soon. I also do joint ventures, especially if it's the first deal or two for you. Happy to do a JV with you as long as there's a deal. And if you have something like that, reach out to me and we can talk about whether or not it'll work for a JV deal or not. So I also will take any kind of bird dog deals. So if you just happen to be driving down the road and see a ugly vacant house that you just don't know what to do with it, or you don't have time to deal with it, give it to me. If I do that deal, you'll get paid for that. So we can talk in detail offline about that as well. So look forward to working with everybody.
Hey, Tim, I'm gonna jump in here real quick. I just went through those website settings, and that theme, We Buy Houses,
Uh-huh.
is the only one that allows a form on the front page with the theme. And that's really kind of nice because you got a lead capture right on the front page.
We Buy Houses theme.
Yep, it's real. I really like it because it puts the request a free cash offer right on the front page, which is
Okay.
a lot like what Carrot has.
I will go check that out.
Really cool.
I will go check it out. Okay, who's up next?
I'll go. My name is Naja Roby. I am a local realtor here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Looking to get into investing, just trying to get as much knowledge as I can. A little afraid to jump out there, but I feel like the more information I have, it'll be much easier for me. So looking forward to learning, looking forward to growing, and maybe doing a couple of deals with you guys.
Cool. So a little bit about being afraid. Fear is good, right? But at the same time, don't let it stop you from taking action. And that's what I see a lot of people doing. It stops a lot of people from taking that action. And honestly, that's where having a mentor comes in. That's where a joint venture comes into play. Because how much money did you make if you pass? You know, you didn't learn anything and you didn't do the deal, right? You didn't make any money. So don't let it stop you. You know, this group is a great resource to get started in. You know, take away the fear factor. I do offer mentoring, but we can also joint venture depending on the deal. And the big thing is that if you never make the offer, you're never even going to have a chance to make the money.
True.
Right. So the important piece is to learn how to make the offers to minimize risk, you know, with option agreements and option periods, which you already know all about, Naja, being a realtor. So that's where you can really protect yourself, and that gives you more time to do the analysis to firm up your after repaired value and all the details that you need to make a decision if you're going to buy it or not. Right. So don't be afraid. You got to be afraid, but don't be afraid. You just have to take action and learn what you have to do. Okay, who's next? Nobody else wants to step up, huh?
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi. I'm sorry, I'm sneaking on while I'm at work, but my name is Markia, and I'm a new investor. So I'm just trying to get information, you know, the strategies, try to figure out what works best for my personality as far as wholesaling or subject to all of that different stuff. I am very, very new. So I'm excited to be a part of the group because I went to the meeting in January and it was very informative. So I can only imagine how much more information I'm going to retain by being a part of the group. It's very nice to meet all of you guys.
I'm glad you could make it today, Markia, and I'll see you Friday.
Yes, thank you.
So Markia is just starting with mentoring with me. So she's gonna be really excited about getting going in the business. So Shivan Rentals, I don't know if you're on the call or not still, but I don't know you, so I don't know what your first name is. And Charlie, I don't know if you're there, but you're welcome to chime in on what you're looking for and drop your info in the chat if you're still on the call. Okay, was this informative? I mean, for the future, again, I'd like to take these into actual deals. So we can learn how to use the different tools, the different features of the website and the membership and stuff. But I want to keep people engaged on how to use these websites. And maybe we'll get more into looking at the different themes like James just pointed out. He's found one already that he really likes. There's a blogging capability, which is very important today in today's market, to talk to your customers via that blog, and so they can learn how you can help them. I do a lot of blogging on other platforms. I just haven't done it on this group platform, but I probably need to post something there. So, but the tools, the premium feature tools, the analysis tools are priceless, because it really helps. Otherwise, you got all these separate pieces. RealFlow's got some good tools, but they're not all connected quite as well as what this is. And none of them have an offer generator to them. So that offer generator really cuts down on the time of preparing an offer. So very, very powerful tools. Okay, well, if there's nothing else, I think it's time to sign off then. Reminder about Saturday. Saturday is our next meeting on property management. If you haven't already registered, please do. It's going to be a great meeting. It will be virtual, since I just had COVID. I didn't know for sure what I was going to be doing. So it will be a virtual meeting, and it's this Saturday. So, and that's, I think, all I got.
Thanks so much, Tim.
You're very welcome, Nigel. Thanks for joining us. And James, thanks for coming. Everybody, thanks for coming. And we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Stay warm this next couple of days.
Thanks. Have a good